All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, man, I'm gonna do a follow-up to a video I did yesterday because Terence Crawford and Tim Bradley responded to a Twitter guy that had the nerve to use their words and actions in an analysis of their words and actions. What a shame. And Terence Crawford reaction and Tim Bradley's reaction to me was wild. It was wild. It was a whole wild day over there on Twitter. I'm telling you, man, don't miss Boxing Twitter. Boxing Twitter be popping off on Boxing Twitter. Now, but let me talk about that and give you the details in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we got 100% drama going on in the world of boxing, where a very, very talented Twitter guy, X guy, because Twitter changed to X, goes by the name Ray Jackson, got a whole lot of heat flying at him from Terence Crawford and Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley actually got the nerve to get up off the couch and say something to the man too. But it was all in reaction to a video that was put out by somebody other than Ray Jackson. And what it showed was it juxtaposed, or it basically took footage of Terence Crawford wrapping his own hands before the Errol Spence Jr. fight and doing something that they call stacking, what Tim Bradley called stacking, putting the tape around his hands dead on the skin. And the words of Tim Bradley, who at the time was not talking about Terence Crawford, but talking about Monster Inoue and watching Monster Inoue do the same thing, right? So somebody took the two things, slapped them on top of each other and was like, hey, look what Tim Bradley is saying, and look at what Terence Crawford is doing. Don't these things match perfectly? And they did. But the reactions are just, come on, man. Come on now. Come on. We at a certain point in time, man, if it's right dead in your face, you got to say it is what it is. You can argue about whether or not it's legal or not, whether Tim Bradley is right or not, but man, you can't argue about what you see. Now, before I get into the details though, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you so much. All right, so people always tell me, hey man, you would get more views if you put this video and you put this footage that you're talking about in your video. I would love to do that. However, there's a certain ownership issue that there is when you do that. That's other people's property. It's not mine. I know that I can do it and I'll do it every once in a while, but really don't like to do it because I don't like when people take my video, take what I say, cut it, put it in their video and use it for whatever purposes. So you're gonna have to, in this, trust me, because that this happened. It's on Twitter. I can put a link in the bio so you can so that you can go see the video yourself. However, the thing that interests me can be explained and you can see it in your mind's eye. So the issue was that Terence Crawford takes tape and wraps it on the tape directly on his skin. What you're supposed to do, according to Tim Bradley, is put gauze on your hand and then tape the gauze. And what Tim Bradley said in his audio was that increases your power like tenfold because it creates like a cast on your hand and you shouldn't be able to do it. He says that at the exact same time they play the footage of Terence Crawford putting tape directly on his hand. So what was wild about what took place yesterday was Terence Crawford responded to Ray Jackson, because Ray Jackson, like I said, Ray Jackson is like, what's up on Twitter as far as the boxing world on Twitter. Very funny guy, man, you know, but Ray Jackson retweeted this. Terence Crawford then proceeds to respond by talking about the man's mother. Just talking about his mother. Says something about, and they go back and forth and like this really kind of funny back and forth. But Terence Crawford never says and actually addresses whether or not that is illegal or not. Never talk about it. Just get into basically a your mama competition where Ray Jackson eventually says, hey man, you win this champ, this field. And he puts this really funny picture up of himself. Just a really funny conversation, right? But at the same time, you know, your boy Martin is a serious person. Okay, I'm looking for the conversation and trying to understand. All right, man, are you supposed to put tape on your hand? Or are you not supposed to put tape on your hand? Is when somebody's saying that that's legal and they don't have a problem, Nevada doesn't have a problem with it. That doesn't mean that it doesn't do exactly what it is that Tim Bradley said it does. And Tim Bradley is a Hall of Fame fighter. Tim Bradley has a whole bunch of professional fights, a whole bunch of amateur fights. Tim Bradley knows boxing. So the question is, if somebody like Tim Bradley says that you shouldn't, and Monster Inoue shouldn't be doing this, and we don't have a problem with him saying that Monster Inoue shouldn't be doing it, then why is it that you can't say anything about Terence Crawford doing it? Then Tim Bradley just, in my opinion, just got dog, man. Tries to, because once Ray Jackson, and I know this is a little bit of a funny style video. I don't care, man. I just want to express myself this morning. I'm listening to I'm watching what's going on with Ray Jackson and Terence Crawford. Well, first of all, Terence Crawford is playing in the, like, leaving the boxing ring to get into the crowd with the hecklers. And that's exactly what Ray Jackson is. He's a heckler. Like him a lot, dog. Love his content. But I know it is what it is. He gives some serious conversation as well. But you know what I mean? He's really just, he's having fun on Twitter, man. But anyway, Tim Bradley, after it looks like Ray Jackson has been sufficiently beat up on Twitter, wants to pile on and say something about, man, you ain't slick. I didn't say that about Terence. I said that about Inoue, and you're putting my footage of me saying that about Inoue on top of the tape, the footage of Terence Crawford. Man, you ain't slick. Tim Bradley, they're not trying to be slick. It was very clear that you were not talking about Terence Crawford. Very clear. And everybody remembers you saying that on the broadcast for Monster Inoue. All they did is take what Tim Bradley said and put it on the top of Terence Crawford doing the exact same thing. Man, if it's what's good for the goose is good for the gander, Tim. You can't say that it's bad for Inoue to do it and it's okay for Terence to do it. And to everybody playing Mr. Let's defend everybody, that's Mr. Hey, well, you know, that's not real. That's not cheating. That's not. Look, I don't know if it's cheating or not. I just know what Terence Crawford said. And I just know what Terence Crawford did. And I know what Tim Bradley said. And if Tim Bradley said it, why wouldn't I believe Tim Bradley? And you got all these people coming out and say, well, that's so unfortunate Tim Bradley said that because that's not true. Man, it's not true. Nobody even looked to see if it's true. Man, there are people all over Twitter that have called the Nevada State Athletic Commission, asked them specific questions about things that went on in Terence Crawford's corner, and they were like, no, that's not legal. Come on, man. If there's corruption in boxing, man, there's corruption in boxing. If fighters are out there getting edges, fighters are out there getting edges, and we all know that's true, man. So if somebody calls a spade, man, a spade is a spade. It is what it is, man. A heart is a heart, club is a club, spade is a spade. It is what it is. If Tim Bradley says that he thinks that's cheating, he does not care whether they allow it in Nevada or not, then it should be his opinion that Terence Crawford is cheating whether he's in Nevada or not. What's good for the gooses was good for the gander. What's good for Inoue is good for Crawford. And for you to act like it's not is hypocritical, man. And it makes people question everything that you say. And Terence need to just say it ain't cheating. Man, I'm not cheating. That ain't illegal. What are you talking about? That's in the rules. I can do it. The your mama jokes, though, man, they over the top and getting old, bro. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.